Hello and welcome to Mastering CentOS 7 Linux video series. In this lesson, we will be looking into explore types of virtualization and hypervisor. So what we will be covering in this lesson, what is virtualization and what is hypervisor and its types as well. So first of all, what is virtualization? It's a technology in which you can run multiple operating systems on the same host by effectively managing your resources. There are multiple types of virtualization. So the first one is application virtualization. In this virtualization, application gets virtualized and are delivered from a server to the end user device, such as laptops, smartphones, and tablets. So instead of logging into their computers at work, users will be able to gain access to the application from virtually anywhere, provided an internet connection is available. This type of virtualization is particularly popular for businesses that require the use of their application on the go. Next is desktop virtualization. Desktop virtualization supports the desktop environment from the physical device and configured as a virtual desktop infrastructure. The major advantages of desktop virtualization is that users are able to access all their personal files and applications from any location on any PC, meaning they can work from anywhere without the need to bring their work computer. Hardware virtualization, this is perhaps the most common type of virtualization today. Hardware virtualization is made possible by a virtual machine manager called the hypervisor, which we will discuss later in the next slides. So next is network virtualization. Network virtualization is a method that combines all physical network equipments into a single resource. It is the process of dividing bandwidth into multiple independent channels, each of which can be assigned to servers and devices in real time. Storage virtualization, it involves compiling of your physical hard drives into a single cluster. Storage virtualization is handy when it comes to planning for disaster recovery, since the data is stored on a virtual storage and can be replicated and transferred to another location. So what is hypervisor? It is a soft layer which interacts with hardware and resources and provide an interface to share the available resources to virtual machine. There are two types of hypervisor. The first one is the bare metal, which is also called the type 1 hypervisor, and the second one is the hosted hypervisor, which is also called the type 2 hypervisor. As you can see from these diagrams, that type 1 hypervisor includes a hardware layer, and on top of that there is an hypervisor layer which sits on the top of the bare metal hardware. On top of that, we can define the virtual machines, which is denoted by guest 1 and guest 2 here. So that's why it's called bare metal hypervisor, because it installs the hypervisor on the bare metal. Next one is the type 2 hypervisor. As you can see, there is a hardware layer, and on the top of that we have a layer of the operating system, and on the top of that you have to install an hypervisor like a VMware workstation or virtual PC or VirtualBox, and on the top of that you can install the virtual machines here. So that's the difference between these two type of hypervisor. So that's it for this lesson.